Good morning, Rotary District 7770, and welcome to Conversations with Rotary Action People for Monday, May 10th. My name is Donald Hovis, your CWRAP host, and I'm from the CWRAP Rotary Club in Myrtle Beach. Today, we're going to learn about all things Rotaract, and joining us is our District 7770 Rotaract Chair, Michael O'Toole. Michael, we look forward to your presentation in just a few moments. Up first, some quick announcements. I hope everyone enjoyed the virtual conference last week. If you missed it and you were not there, you can find it on the Facebook page and also up on our YouTube channel. And I believe District Governor Pauline has a email scheduled to go out to kind of give everybody, those that may have missed the YouTube link and the list of winners. So congratulations to those who did win awards and were recognized. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and Mother's Day yesterday. I would like to thank, and who is our Rotarian of the Year for District 7770 for setting up all of our CWRAP programs and all of our speakers. That is Mary Gass from the 5 Points Rotary Club. Thank you, Mary. Michael, how are you this morning, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. How about you introduce yourself? I don't know if you have a screen share or anything, but I'm going to turn the program over to you.
Well, good morning, y'all. I'm Michael O'Toole. I'm the District Rotaract Chair here in District 7770. I love being a Rotarian in this district. I'm a fourth generation Rotarian in District 7770, and I love connecting young people with Rotary's programs and getting them involved in the lifetime of service through Rotary. I have served as past president of Charleston Southern University's Rotaract Club, where I received my bachelor's and master's degrees in business administration. And for the past year, I have served as the Rotaract District Chair for District 7770. I serve as the liaison between our Rotaract clubs in the district and on the district leadership team to facilitate discussions and more engagement with our Rotaractors throughout the district and letting their voices be heard at the table.
All right. Let me think here. Do I have any questions to ask you? I don't think I do. Stand by. I wasn't prepared, I guess.
I have a question. Michael, would you explain the difference in Interact, Rotaract, the age difference, and what's expected from each group?
Absolutely, Mary. So Interact is for high school age students. We see this more of in the 8th grade through 12th grade school years, and it's very set. It's actually a Rotary Club program, not a partner. I'll explain that further in a minute, but Interact really is just the stepping stone to get young people into Rotary and Rotaract or Rotary service areas and see if they want to pursue Rotaract, which is for people ages 18 and up. It's generally found on college campuses, or there's community-based Rotaract clubs, which have a group of young professionals who meet once or twice a month in the evening, usually after work, and have a meeting similar to a traditional legacy Rotary Club meeting. And with the Rotaract being a Rotary Club partner, it was promoted, I think, 2 years ago to be more equal in terms of how it's treated with Rotary. Rotaractors wanted to be more involved with Rotary. They wanted to have a bigger say in what they wanted to do and how Rotarians shape the world all around. And it has received positive feedback from both Rotary International across the world and within our various zones and districts.
Well, Michael, why don't you tell everybody where there are currently Rotaract clubs across our district?
We currently have Rotaract clubs on the campuses of the Citadel, College of Charleston, Charleston Southern University, Coastal Carolina University, and the University of South Carolina in Columbia. We had one community-based Rotaract club through Mount Pleasant's Rotary Club, the East Cooper Rotaract Club, and it has kind of dissipated amidst the coronavirus pandemic. But all of our college Rotaract clubs and our campuses remain active and have good membership numbers across the district.
And about what's the average number of people in a Rotaract club?
I would say the average in our district for Rotaract clubs is about 25 to 30 people. And overall, we have roughly around 125 Rotaractors in District 7770. We're definitely seeing an increase in participation with Rotaract in the past 5 years.
I have a question for you, Michael. This is geared for president-elects. So if you were talking to a bunch of president-elects and you wanted to encourage them to start a Rotaract club or to gather kids together for a Rotaract club, what advice would you tell them? How would you tell them to go about doing this?
I would say reach out to the young people in your communities. I'm sure there are several people in your clubs that you're about to serve in this upcoming Rotary year who have children, nieces, nephews, or know people who are ages or in high school or ages 18 and up who want to be involved in Rotary, but can't qualify for that full Rotarian membership yet. Reach out to the young people, talk with the Rotary Club, and really just encourage and foster the growth of membership through our young generations and our youth. They are the future of Rotary. If they do not join or participate in the programs, we will continue to see a decrease in overall membership of Rotary International across the world. So my biggest advice is identify the people who are right in front of you, the young people who are in your communities that you know, and kind of introduce them to what Rotary is and tell them that they are more than welcome to participate in any of the programs that Rotary offers.
May I interject or ask sort of a question or a comment?
Absolutely.
Thanks. The source that I found that is best for actually getting a Rotaract club started would be at the college level in general. But what you need to do is you need to gather interactors and find out where they're going to school and see who among those interactors are really interested in making sure Rotaract gets started at their college. I started at the College of Charleston. It took me like 2 years. And it wasn't until I found a young lady who came in from Mississippi who was like total gung-ho on Rotary and Interact and so forth. And she said, we're going to get this started. And we started with like 40 freshmen and 2 seniors. And so those interactors are the best source. If you just go to young professionals in the community, a lot of times you have to convince them what the heck is Rotary and then get them interested in starting a community Rotaract club.
Absolutely. It's definitely a two-sided kind of battle to really attract and kind of get the interactors to see where they're going to school, see what campuses they're going to, what they're going out of state or out of district, where we can plug them in to Rotaract clubs or people to contact in those areas. And then just, if they don't know about Rotary, tell them about Rotary and its great benefits and service that it provides across the world and its rich history. I think once we do those two things, we can really see a positive trend of growth of membership with our young generations in Rotary.
So Michael, have you seen an incline or an increase in Rotaractors since you've been the district chair? Is that a bad question?
I would say it's stable from when I started the position. We've lost some with the coronavirus pandemic. That's obviously continues to present challenges for us, but we have also recruited new members in all of our clubs. So that is definitely a good thing to look at.
And should president-elects make sure that they include the Rotaractors in their meetings, invite them to come and maybe do a program? Is that a good thing to do?
Absolutely. I can say from personal experience as a Rotaractor during my college years that if you have a Rotary Club that meets during lunch or for in the evening, you can get Rotaractors who are college kids to come enjoy a nice meal that's different from the dining hall at school. And it's exciting for them to meet new people, have a good meal, and enjoy fellowship with people who are not college students and really make connections in the Rotary Clubs.
They're also a good source if a club has any kind of fundraising or any kind of special project that they're doing to include the Rotaractors, correct?
Absolutely. Young people and the Rotaractors can provide a lot of help with service projects, a lot of the physical labor. They can tell their friends. They can help fundraise through different platforms such as social media with their unique understanding of those platforms and really help market the Rotary Club that sponsors them to kind of build on both of those platforms to increase awareness.
Michael, would love for you to talk a few minutes about maybe in your time as in Rotaract, what are some of the service projects that you've been most excited about?
Some of the service projects that I've enjoyed or I've seen other clubs enjoy the past couple of years include setting the world record for college students packing Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes at Charleston Southern University. Our Rotaract Club there participated in that for the past 3 years. And each year the record was broken by Charleston Southern, and the Rotaract Club had a big part in helping with that. The University of South Carolina's Rotaract Club has a community garden which received a lot of good feedback from the area that it's in. And our Coastal Carolina Rotaract Club, along with our College of Charleston Rotaract Club, participate in beach sweeps and help cleaning up the waterways that make the Low Country and Eastern South Carolina so beautiful. So those are always great projects that we get a lot of participation on. If you get college students and get them to go to the beach and just pick up some plastic and some trash, it's definitely a good thing. Our Coastal Carolina Rotaract Club also is very active in doing joint service projects with the Carolina Forest Sunrise Rotary Club. So they participate in almost all of their Rotary Club's projects. And the Charleston Southern Rotaract Club helps out with most of the Somerville lunch service projects, including the End Hunger Now, the mass meal packing, where we packed over 10,000 meals this spring, was very exciting for our Rotaract Club and for the Rotary Club.
And then, Paul, I believe you raised your hand.
I do. More adding on to what Lou was saying with regard to finding Interact members or Rotaract members. Don't forget that we also have Early Act clubs that are elementary aged kids. We have those, I can speak specifically here in Hilton Head, we have an Early Act at the elementary. We have a Junior Interact at the middle school. Call it Junior Interact, although it technically is an Interact club with Rotary International. And then it flows into Interact. So we can take them right from first grade all the way into Rotary and have the Rotary experience. So if you, as a club president or anybody in a club, has an interest in looking at Early Act or Junior Interact, I'm happy to tell you what I know and getting one of those clubs started. And then we hopefully have them educated and flow right on through Interact to Rotaract and Rotary.
And don't forget Youth Exchange. Those kids in Youth Exchange, they get involved with Rotary through Youth Exchange and maybe didn't know anything about it. But once they get involved with Youth Exchange, they come back to school, they get an Interact club, they go on to college, you get an Interact. I mean, I've
Absolutely.
had a number of Youth Exchange students that have been through our district in the last few years have joined Rotary. I mean, at the ages of 23, 24, they graduate from college and say, hey, Lou, I need to get in a club. How can I do that? And so we find a way to get them in.
Excellent. if anyone has a question that is watching and you would like to ask Michael, I'm going to let you come off of mute and do that. This is not a normal CWRAP today, but you may do that at this time.
I'll mention one other thing. The president of Rotary International this year, Holger Kanak, he wanted to do some really big programs with Rotaractors. And so there have been 3 presidential conferences this year. 2 are outside the US, and the 3rd is coming up actually this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the presidential conference is being organized and run 100% by Rotaractors. So if you didn't get a chance to get signed into that, it's too late now, but it is something that after it's done, there'll be YouTube videos and so forth available. But these young folks that organized this, one of them was a young lady named Alex Ritchie, who's sort of like the zone chair for Rotaractors. And another one of the young ladies was Abby Klein, who's College of Charleston president 2 years ago. And so when I first found out these were happening, I sent information to her. I said, you should get involved. And so she is. She's going to be conducting one of the breakouts.
Wow.
Does anyone have a question for Michael? All right, Michael, I don't think we covered this, but what Rotary Club are you in, sir?
I'm a member of the Somerville Rotary Club that meets at lunch. It's the oldest legacy club in Somerville. And it is also the sponsor club of the Rotaract Club I was in at Charleston Southern.
Awesome. If someone is interested in having you speak at their club, are you up for those type of speaking engagements?
Absolutely. They can find my information on the district database. Either call my cell phone or shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to talk with them about how I can help their club and speak as a program speaker at their clubs.
Excellent.
I do have a question. Can someone be a Rotaract member and a Rotarian?
There is a dual membership to be both a Rotaractor and a Rotarian. We haven't seen it yet in our district, but it has occurred. I think we have 3 of those in our zone so far, so it's possible. It's still fairly new, and we should continue to see growth with that type of membership.
I'm confused. What would the advantage be of that? Because Rotaractors are, as you said, the whole premise has changed in the last year through RI, that Rotaractors are considered Rotarians, right?
Well,
No, they are not considered Rotarians. They are Rotaractors, period. The advantage is very simple. Young people may want to hang out with young people. And they may also want to hang out with some of us old folks, and we can provide some mentorship and some leadership. But the Rotaractors have a unique opportunity to join Rotary and also remain a Rotaractor. And so the other thing is Rotary clubs need to find ways to bring in young people like Rotaractors at reduced rates on scholarship, for example. Pay for their lunches for the first year or 2. Let them pay $25 a month or so, not 75 or 80 or 90. So there are ways to get them involved. And Michael's right. We do have a few in the zone who are dual membership. Alex Ritchie, who I mentioned earlier, she's also in both Rotary and Rotaract. So Michael, did you stay in Rotaract or did you drop?
I stayed in Rotaract briefly, and then once I transitioned into the district Rotaract chair role, I became a full-fledged Rotarian.
Okay.
I have a question.
Hang out those geezers.
I have a question. Our club is strongly looking at holding our meetings on a campus at University of South Carolina, Beaufort on the Hilton Head campus. And it'll be during the school day. We meet at lunch. And we're looking forward to that because there will be lots of students around, and we're looking forward to inviting those students into to sit in on our meetings. We don't have a Rotaract club, I don't believe, with that campus. So is it possible for students to become Rotarians and not be Rotaractors?
They can be sponsored and join a Rotary Club and be a Rotarian and not be involved with Rotaract.
Okay, I mean, it's possible that we could stimulate a Rotaract club of their own there if enough students wanted to join, but there might be some who would want to just join our club and be sponsored by our club. That would be super cool because we could use some new young members.
Mary, there used to be a Rotaract club down there at that
Yeah.
at that school. So we used to have 8 or 9 Rotaract clubs. I think now we're down to 7. Michael, is that right?
6.
6. Okay. So
Yeah, but I think that ours was out at the campus of the New River campus. This is a different one, and these are all juniors and seniors, so they would be right for it.
Absolutely, they would be at that perfect age to get involved with Rotary and prepare for the post-graduation life.
Right.
Awesome. Well, thank you. This was an open mic CWRAP today, so this is not normal. So if you come back on, we strongly encourage you not to come off of mute, but today we were able to do that. So thank you, Michael, for your presentation. If you need to get in touch with Michael, as he said, you can find his information on DACDB. So Michael, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Great job.
And also, I will tell you, Michael has spoken on CWRAP before, so you can go on our district YouTube channel and watch that speaking engagement as well if you have additional questions or want additional information. So I do know he did speak to us. It's probably been about 6 months ago or so. So thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Couple of announcements, the golf announcement I'll ask Mary to talk a little bit about if she could, but I want to talk about the event that's coming up on May 21st. That's Be a Vibrant Club training, spring training, virtually. I believe a session is in the morning talking about foundation, and then in the afternoon is all things public image. So if you are a president-elect, that would be a great session to attend. That would also be a great session to attend for you president-elects to make sure your foundation chairs are part of the foundation program and your public image chairs are part of the public image program. But we welcome any Rotarians to be part of that training as well. No, we're working on some great speakers, but I believe it's 2 hours in the morning on foundation and 2 hours in the afternoon on public image. Mary, what would you like to say about the golf tournament?
I'm going to defer to AJ Gohill, who is on this call, for him to talk about this golf tournament, which is really getting exciting.
I thought she didn't see me. Well, it's good. We're all smiling finally because, we started this about 3.5 weeks ago, even though we started promoting it, or the idea was a year ago. Paul, this is all checks I'm sending you, by the way. They're coming. Yes, we've got 84 players. I think we're going to get to 90. We actually did the math. Instead of closing it and being safe, we said, it's okay. Let's just go with it. Let's just try to get 100 if we can. If we do, that's great. Moving forward, we paid for the day at the golf course. We've got a great party. Thursday, we're going to send an email out this week, the icebreaker party, which is 2 hours of really high-end cuisine. It's going to be at Thoroughbreds, which is a local chop house in Myrtle Beach. It's known, the golfers love it. So it's going to be 2 hours there. We've got Somrus cocktails for 2 hours. Friday morning, we get to the golf course, have a small breakfast to save time, get everybody off at 9 o'clock. We've got sponsored beverage carts. We've got a sponsored driving range. So we'll have people, Rotarians out there. And if anybody wants to join us and volunteer and give out water and give out snacks, please let us know. So it's going to be golf at 9, snacks on the golf course, Somrus cocktails on the golf course. If we find some restaurants to join us, we'll have them out also on the golf course. Once you finish, there's going to be a barbecue lunch provided by Wachiso East Golf Course, really nice lunch. And we'll do awards. The winning team is going to win a free entry for next year, which is $800. And they're also going to win a 4-night, 3-day vacation, golf vacation for 4 golfers. So that's really a great prize. It's probably worth about $3,300. And I'm going to say out of the 84 people, 76 or so, 72, let's just say, are from out of town. And we have special rates for them with one of our partners, myrtlebeachgolf.com. And then my company, Myrtle Beach Golf Trail, is doing the golf rounds. Not putting a plug in, but just saying a lot of people have helped. We've got Rotarians that said, instead of 800 for a team, we'll just send you 1,500 to be a partner. And we'll also throw in 100 bottles of water. So if you have anything, or your club has something, or one of your members, wants to just be out there on the golf course, put a tent up, talk about Rotary, talk about their business, give out some cookies and danishes, we can do all of that. So I'm going to be doing some accounting for Paul because he wants the money. But we're good. Thank you all. It's been great. It's going to be.
And we're also encouraging clubs to sponsor a hole. If we can get every club, and most of the people on here, I think, have already done that, but either sponsor a team player or sponsor a hole. That would be awesome.
Right. So when you say sponsor a team player, we were thinking about veterans. Everybody knows a vet. Everybody knows a emergency worker, policeman, fireman. Even the guy, the person at the grocery store that's always been there through COVID. If you wanted to sponsor them to play in this event, that's another idea to get it to 100 players. But it's good. Interact, Rotaract in the North Myrtle Beach the North Myrtle Beach Rotary Club tournament that we do scholarships for the high school. We had about 8 kids that showed up, and we taught them how to do golf registration. So they're probably going to help us when it's time for the Rotary National Golf Invitation, because now they're experts in golf course operations, tournament operations. So it's good, guys. Just keep spreading the word. We've got the, gas all the way down, and we just got to keep going until it's over, June the 11th, 10th and 11th.
Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. Okay, so guys, here is your remaining speakers for the month of May. Next week, we have Professor Angel, chemistry professor at the University of South Carolina and a member of the Mars rover team. And then the next Monday, we're going to have another University of South Carolina speaker. So if you're a Gamecock, here we go. All right, Brian Gentry will be on May 24th, and he is from University of South Carolina College of Arts and Science. He'll be talking about the survivor of the Hiroshima atomic bomb, who later won a Nobel Peace Prize on an international movement. And then the last Monday, May 31st, no CWRAP for Memorial Day. I will conclude with the Rotary four-way test. Of the things we think, say, or do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Have a great week, folks. We'll see you next Monday on the next conversation with Rotary Action People. Take care, folks. That's a wrap. Bye-bye.